Welcome to how to win the B side of the Nuketown Gulag on Warzone. Giving you tips, tricks on how to beat the A side and vice versa coming round. If you've not seen the A side, go watch the other video. Let's get into it. 30 A's further on. I hope none of them have got self-res for you. I was trying to kill him. Oh shit, I hate this one. And you've got the two trucks on either side. You can see where your opponent starts. If you've watched the A side video, there's a very short power play of where he should go. If he doesn't take it, again, advantage is to B side. Let's have a watch.
I thought there was only two left. I got one.
So your first peak, you should have two lines of sight straight away. If someone's running to this car, this gap that's right in front of us here, you should see them. So the very first step is to pre-aim through this corner, through this gap into their spawn.
There was only two, but it was three of them.
In this instance, he runs straight into it, another one. Next stage. This bit that I'm going up here is more if the flag has come into play. If the flag has come into play and that person's behind the car, this gives you a power play to get over to the flag if they should have pushed to it. Most people push to that flag, so this is very simple. So, very simple to Nuketown. Jump up. Don't mess the jump up. Jump on top of the rock and look straight down.
What?
So from here, so yeah, jump up on top, jump onto the bus. You should have a straight line shot. You should have a straight shot straight down onto them from there. Now, because I failed that jump, he now has advantage. So A side has advantage because I'm in a short space with a shotgun round a corner where he's got a bit of range, so he can see me peek first. So as I push any corner, I should be keeping distance. Oh, fucking lag. And I mess up. So as you'll see, again, first bit, pre-aim through there, I can see him. So as he's moved behind the car, again my accuracy helps me out massively here to finish him off. However, he should then have advantage behind that car. Just keep himself behind there. If I don't hurt him or if I hit him with one pistol bullet or anything like that, he should be able to keep behind there. It should be very worrying for me to push that car if he's just behind there and just had a little bit of health lost. My next move, you'll see a car on the right just in this still frame. I should be pushing to that car. That is my next position, because then he has to move towards the boxes in front of him to see me, or I have to move to the boxes to see him. However, the boxes are closer to him, so it's a lot easier for me to kill him, and again the weight of the fight is in my hands here.
Hey.
Wasn't happy. I tried using the... So as you can see, this time I've done the correct thing. I've got shotguns. He didn't run through there in the time frame of moving to the car, so he's looking for me somewhere, which either leaves him round the side of the bus or moving slowly towards the back of the car or in his spawn. So I move to the car to see this wide open space. I can see the wide open space and I know where he is.
I'll just reboot my router.
Stunned. It's game over. Never forget, in the last Gulag, stuns and equipment were very important because it was so cluttered and crowded to help you identify, one, where the person was, and two, help you get to their spawn quickly or wherever they were quickly to finish the fight. Yeah, bro. Chris, I'll try and show you what I mean.
Okay. There's a few there, Brad.
Simple pre-aim, pops around the corner, it's over. Now, LMGs. So power positions with LMGs in the Gulag, again as I said in the A video, go give it a watch. Moving from right to left here on the B side, an LMG has the advantage. I have a smaller space to cover to get to the corner of this truck in front of me to see if he runs for that car. If he runs for that car, I should win. If he gets behind the car, I need to move to behind the left board against the bus, or behind the bus and then crouch my way around to get behind the board to then mount and keep him pressed behind that car. The second, if we get round to it, if the flag comes up, he's got to come a shorter distance to me, so if he doesn't approach the flag straight away, you pretty much won. If he has got to the flag and you're pinned behind that board, because of reload speeds and everything with LMGs, you need to move round the bus and then up to his spawn and onto the car. And then that way you have then moved into the A positioning from How to Win Gulag A.
You're up, soldier. Now go sort this fucker out.
Again, because in this instance I've not peeked and gone look for the left to see if he's gone behind the car, I've moved my way up, done my usual peek and moved towards the car to give myself the advantage and a larger space. As we can see, this guy's crouched walked all the way up to my spawn pretty much. I can see everywhere else I've seen everywhere else on the map. He wasn't there, so there's only one place he can now be. So you've seen here now, he's moved behind the board. So what was my power position? So to counter my power position, I need to move up and get an angle behind that board where he's in the open and I've got some cover. I get quite lucky here. I start missing. If he hit me first, I would have lost. But because as soon as I started pushing him, he started pushing me. It was then about who can get a wider angle for when the person comes around. He should have won.
There you go. Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over.
So as you can see, my power play with an LMG, straight out, watch the cross. If he comes up across running towards that car, I've won.
You're up, soldier. Go.
So he's ran to the car, I know exactly where he's going. My next move, straight behind the wooden board to finish him off. Again, I'm just constantly little bits of damage, doing it for him. He hasn't touched me yet because he hasn't had a chance to look down his sights. See, so the flag pops up, instant panic from him. He knows he needs to get to the flag or get round to me some way. So I just move up to where the flag is and then pre-aim the only place that I'm going to see him. And I looked round and it was just a man's face, and then he's like, he got in closer. She was like, I started like running, like quicker and quicker. So this is a great example of not pre-aiming that first entrance, because I didn't pre-aim it. I just sprint at him. He's now got the advantage. Look at the health. So I should lose here. Like but she was like, oh, great example of where equipment comes handy. He started moving and he left his cover. If he stayed behind that car, I would have lost. Smoked till out. He started moving left to try and get a sight of me. I ended up managing to win. Again, I shouldn't have won. But he started running. He got quicker and quicker. It's like,
Should be down the tail.
He's in prison currently and he probably can't see it anyway.
so from this clip you can see as I've moved down the bus, I pre-aim, I move to his power position behind the car. He sees me, however shooting at me was where his mistake was, because I now know where he was and now I've got the power position of just chasing him to finish him off.
Don't say it.
Time to earn your freedom, soldier.
No, I didn't know what the fuck you're gonna say.
You know, just lonely in that old Hanbridge house.
So from here, as you can see, I've moved to his power play position from A side, behind the car. I've now moved a little bit wider. This is where my mistakes start coming in. I don't think a lot of people aren't aware of these power plays, of where to outposition someone for another area. So it so happens by chance that you fall into these positions. However, if you are aware of them, you give yourself a better chance. Every corner you can see me taking wide because the equipment in this case was a claymore. He's got one down. I can see him straight down as a line of sight.
Oh, what? Oh, God. see all the way through.
So as you can see, the failure there of mine, I pushed up, moving to the flag, my own panic. As I've moved to the flag, he's kept a sharp corner, kept it wide for himself, jumped out, finished me off. What? So this is a great example of how B's power play now outplays A's. The flags come up, he's able to get a height advantage, get up on top of the roof, get onto the roof of B side and jump over towards the flag. So he should always win in this fight. So that's why the reason I've included this clip is because it shows a great example of me being outplayed on the power play of B side, jumping off the roof onto the flag. So as soon as it pops up from whichever side you're on, you want to be on the roofs, jump into the middle.
Are you seeing this on my screen there?
No. So I'll run straight down, check the gap, move to my power position behind the car. I can see exactly where he is or where he's going. It's exactly where I would go. So I sit, reload, wait for my equipment. As soon as my equipment comes up, I've won.
I'll just reboot my router.
There we go. I got my equipment off first. Again, that could have been a very, very close trade, in which case we would have been back to our power position play. But got the stun. Game over.
Yeah, bro.
Deal, deal.
Sort them out or capture the objective.
Can you move?
Now for either side of the Gulag, both A or B, staying in your spawn or just behind those wooden things at the very start is a very, very bad mistake. You can't see anywhere around the map without getting shot in the full body, without getting shot in your full torso. This person standing in his spawn, it's an instant loss. I've got the range, I can keep him there, I can move between things. The only small cover he's got is behind those water tanks. So unless he's got an automatic weapon, he's lost in this scenario.
That's lying.
As if his teammate was underneath me.
Fight to earn redeployment.
Oh, managed to get out of the Gulag. Free Gulag. And then you get so good at it, same as the A side, the game just decides you can have a free one.